Hello, hello. How's everyone? I hope all of you are well and having fun and are staying happy. Today, I watched an amazing show. It's called Project Hail Mary. Yes, it's, oh my God, it's science fiction. If you like science fiction, it's really, really nice. I'm usually not a science fiction person, but when I watch this, I'm like, this is so good. So if you have a science background, if you have done biology or you have done chemistry or whatever, it's science related subjects, is quite interesting. But even if you have not done, it's very, very interesting. It's science fiction with a bit of, little bit of reality in it, like, some of the descriptions are valid about bacteria, microorganism. And so this is the story. Of course, please go and watch it. I highly, highly recommend. It's the storyline is good. The acting is super amazing. All of them, oh my God, the lead actor, he's known by Grace. That's his last name. Astronauts, they're known by their last name, not their first name. At first, I was like, huh, how come a male actor has a female name? But it's okay. It's actually the last name. So that was him. And my goodness, Grace, his acting, especially when he's crying, oh my God, it's so real. It's like as if he really, really did cry in the movie. There were many parts of the movie that was very sad, and there were happy ones. There is also lots of emotions, love emotions, caring emotions depicted in the movie between him and the so-called alien whose name was Rocky. So Rocky, after watching Rocky, who was made of rocks, so I think that's why they called him Rocky. Now when I look at rocks, I have a different perspective to that, because this Rocky Stone was so amazing. He helped Grace, the astronaut and the scientist. So this guy, he's a scientist. He specializes in molecular biology. I think he did his PhD in molecular biology. So he was much sought after. So, when he was sought after, he was, because whoever did Project Hail Mary, which is a project where they are supposed to discover what was the substance that was eating into the sun, invading the sun. So that was their project. And of course, to reach the sun, you have to take the rocket and all. And the worst thing about that is that whoever did the project will die at that destination. There's no way they can come back. So it's a self-sacrifice kind of mission. And the interesting is that while this particular, water bubble or what they call it, was invading the sun and some of the stars around it, there was one particular star that was not invaded by this bubble with microorganisms. So that was the story, like why was this particular sun not invaded, but why was this invaded? So, the lady who was leading Project Hail Mary actually made Grace, do the mission because because he had no family, he had no pets, so she thought, he was the right candidate. And they kind of forced him into it. So she said, I'm not betraying you, but because I believe in you that I want you to do this, And of course he cried because who wants to die, right? He can live 30, 40 years, but now he's into a mission where he's going to sacrifice himself. But she said, well, they're sacrificing for the human race, for planet Earth. Because if something, if the water bubble with microorganisms eats through our sun, then what happens? The human species may perish, right? So that was her logic behind it. But everyone's acting was so fabulous, especially of Grace and Rocky. And the bond between Rocky and Grace, it's so amazing. Eventually, Grace had to make a choice whether to consider Earth or consider saving Rocky. So that was a hard decision he had to make. Eventually, his decision was to save Rocky. And then then they were united and Rocky brought him to his planet. It's so beautiful. His planet is so beautiful. And my goodness, the love between the two, because Grace doesn't have any family members, so Rocky became like his close relative. So I think I really, really, it's such a heartwarming fiction. So you don't have to be, into science to understand it all. It's fairly simple, but even if there's, it's about molecules, it's about bacteria a little bit, it's also about, lots of action. If you like space, if you like astronomy, if you like, rockets, science and all that, like lab work and all, microscopes and all. So you have plenty of all that, including all the beautiful human emotions. So I'll give it a 9 upon 10. Definitely super amazing, super cinematography, super acting, super storyline behind it. So go watch it, have fun, remember to enjoy your life, don't take life too seriously. Go out and have, go and meet people, have fun, go and watch movies, have a nice meal. Take care, love you guys. Mwah.